Welcome. Welcome one, welcome out. Yeah. Man, you know what? Nomás pagamos el payroll, mandamos los cheques aquí y todos llegan. Hey. Everybody's in the house.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Johnny D,
Yes,
Jay-Z, Little D.
Yes, sir.
And OG, the old Gary. Gary Hobbs, the podcast, episode 10.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Man.
Even the band is here.
Smelling the money now. It's like,
Cha-ching.
hey, Gary Hobbs, the podcast on GaryHobbs.com, Amazon Music, Audible, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, LaMeraleona.net radio. They're on 12 noon every Saturday. And now iHeart radio,
Yes.
iHeart.com.
iHeart.
You got to look in and, put it in. Gary Hobbs, the podcast.
Download the app on your phones and...
So now iHeart radio.
You're there.
Well, we're coming on up to the
There we go.
little big time,
Yes.
big
Oh,
time.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Of course, please subscribe. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends. Subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and what, Johnny?
And share.
Share it.
Sharing
is caring.
Send it to all the your contacts on your phone.
See, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Send it to all your contacts.
What if you got 3 contacts, compadre? Like, hey, any shout outs before we start our dig? Any shout outs?
Ándale.
Okay.
I just want to say that happy birthday to my brother Jesse in Kyle, Texas.
There you go.
Happy belated birthday. It was
Jesse Z.
last Friday.
Shout
Jesse
out,
Z, happy
Jesse.
birthday, Jess.
Little D, ahora sí. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Little D, ahora sí.
Sí, yeah. ¿Cuántos D?
We're not going to say that right now.
Okay,
But
not over the air.
not over the air.
Not
but
publicly.
No. Yeah, no, thank you guys. It was a,
Well, I
happy
think
birthday,
we're well represented here. The 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s.
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
30s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
Ahí
And have a
está.
shout out to Jessica Hill. She's
Jessica
always
Hill.
telling me that I never send a shout out to
Hi,
her.
Jess.
So, hello, Jessica.
Yeah.
Well,
Shout
shout out
out.
to Jessica Hill.
Jess is with the Jess and Bell Security of Gary Hobbs. Female security. They
Staff.
always take care of us, and Jess is always behind us. So thank you, Jess. And big shout out, Fuerza Tejana.
Oh, yeah.
Fuerza Tejana.
There we go.
Thank you, compadre. Thank you.
Hijo, I was gonna say best local band, but Johnny's in the house.
Ahora,
Hey.
No me agüito, no me
Saca
agüito.
los guantes. Saca los
no,
guantes.
No, compadre, no. Fuerza Tejana again. They were at the Kikapulaca Casino. ¿Qué pasa last Thursday? And Fuerza Tejana is mi compadre Jaime Samago was singing. Some of the usual suspects, right? Gabriel was there.
Gabriel Castillo,
and
the drummer.
Gabriel Gil.
Shout out to Ramiro Mojeda on accordion for helping
compadre
me out.
Ramiro Mojeda.
John Everett from AJ Castillo on
Ahí
guitar.
andaba.
From Gary Hobbs and from
Gary Hobbs.
he used to do Stephanie Montiel, right? También, I think it's with
so, yeah. And Jaime Jimenez from the Crazy Pimp.
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
and roll.
Los pimps.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. Can't buy our beer.
Wow. Well, how's it feel to be a band leader?
bunch of headaches. But
Hey.
Para empezar con los incidentals, compadre.
Controla tu raza, compadre.
Sí, sí. ¿A qué hora fue el soundcheck, compadre?
we were there at 5 o'clock. We finished at 7:30.
Let it go, compadre. Get it out of your system.
Bent.
And they're supposed to start at 10 o'clock. You know,
Yeah, we started at
in
10.
this band, you better start at 10. At 10:30, compadre. Si
Yeah,
no,
we started at 10:05.
10:05. Well, okay. No, but
I had some of the guys getting dressed todavía.
there you go. Pero pues thank you for those that went and attended and
Yeah,
esquinearon
thank
mi
you all
compadre
so much.
Jaime
Thank you for supporting here.
and Fuerza Tejana. I hope this isn't a regular thing because, that was Thursday night. Friday, you look pretty frustrated. Hey, welcome to Gary Hobbs, the podcast, episode 10. Guys, we just released the registration for our Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8. Yeah. Number 8.
Yeah, man.
And that's coming up January 31st, February 7th, 2027, con el favor de Dios. Why, Gary? Why so in advance? Why so into the future? Well, because it does take like 12 to 15 months to be able to get the venues. We put on dances, no fregaderas.
Exactly.
I wanted to say something else, but I didn't say it. I said no fregaderas, right? On stage somewhere me sale de repente. I'm so sorry because I'll say Tejano music, no fregaderas. Yeah. But it does take that long to get the venues and make sure that we have the dances that we do. So,
Yeah, it's a long process to
yeah, it is.
get
So,
everything ready.
January 31st through February 7th is our Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8, 2027. It's going to be on Symphony of the Seas, which is a new ship that's coming in. It's a course on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And we do have payment plans and no passports required, stuff like that. Happy Mireles is our exclusive travel agent for our cruises. Happy Mireles, and she's at 469-450-1168. Once again, 469-450-1168. And we want to send big shout outs to Domingo Garcia Law Firm, to CRI Electric in San Antonio, and to Triple J Custom Welding, Seguin, Texas. And so this segment, guys, I think we need to tell our audience, all 10 people that are listening to us, compadre, man, you had more people at your dance than we have viewers. What's up with that? The tacaído is okay. But this segment, we're going to dedicate it a little bit because in our conversation with my wife and our travel agent, Happy Mireles and Sammy Mireles, big shout out to them. But we asked Happy that when people are calling, what are the most reoccurring questions? What are usually the same questions that they ask, right? When somebody calls and they haven't been cruising with us, we have a lot of Tejano cruisers. Just so you'll know this, the one coming up, number 7, is February 1st through the 8th, I think, of 26, right?
Yeah.
And we are at capacity on that. We are at capacity, and I want to say we're at 700 plus people. We brought in, gracias a Dios, by God's grace and His mercy. We've had such success with these cruises because of the lineups, compadre. Because it's Tejano. People love to dance Tejano music, right? The rancheras, cumbias, yes, but Tejano rancheras, really.
Yeah.
But we've had 600 plus, but now we went to 700 plus. But we are at capacity, so we started doing the registration for the next one, right? And so people are calling in now.
Oh, yes, and emailing too.
And they're emailing, but they have the same questions. So I thought, most of our listeners are Tejano cruisers, compadre. They've been with us. But we thought we'd come out and kind of answer some of these questions. One of the questions usually is, do you need a passport? Do you need a passport, right? And well, you don't need a passport. I think it's something that they think, they're going out in international waters and necesitan pasaporte and they don't, compadre. Number one question is, do you need a passport? Well, no, you don't need a passport, but you need a valid ID.
Okay.
State or federal or your birth certificate, right?
Certificate, yeah.
Your birth certificate. But no passports are required. And the second question, compadre, is always who's performing, who's on the lineup. But see, that's the main reason, the ticket that we've always had. We've been graced by God that we have great attendances. But it's always the Tejano lineup. And now on number 7 here in February, we have Jay Perez in the band. We have Ram Herrera. We have David Mares, Tejano Loco, DJ Tiffy Tiff, Gary Hobbs, the usual suspects. So quite a Tejano lineup, and that's to capacity as we speak. But so who's performing? Well, we just released for number 8, for cruise number 8, Stephanie Montiel.
Yes, sir.
She's phenomenal entertainer.
Yeah. Definitely.
Phenomenal singer. Oh my God. She's Stephanie Montiel. She's back. And of course, Gabriel Zavala, they're award-winning artists, performers. And Gabriel, of course, writes, produces, records, and he's an artist himself. And he sings and he plays, and oh my God. But Stephanie Montiel, Gabriel Zavala, and their daughter, Lily Vela.
Yeah.
And she is an up-and-coming, Tejano sensation. She really is. She's started recording. She's doing very well. But they implement their show together, and they are going to be, con el favor de Dios, on our Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8, once again, January 31st through February 7th, 2027. But also on the lineup, confirmed already, is Texas Latino, compadre.
Wow.
Texas Latino, man, you talk about these guys are Tejano to the max.
Oh, yeah.
To the canchas. They're Tejano Latino. They're out of San Antonio, Texas. Big shout out to Texas Latino. They've been doing it for a while. They are veterans, but they move a crowd. They move Tejano crowds. And so for now, we definitely have Stephanie Montiel on board. Of course, Gabriel Zavala, Lili Vela, Texas Latino, Tejano Loco. Oh, yeah, that guy, Gary Hobbs, and the usual suspects. Compadre, don't ask if Fuerza Tejana is going to be on the cruise.
Barely going to
compadre.
ask you
Don't.
There's a chance with Fuerza Tejana.
Say,
there.
well, compadre, you know,
We'll just do a 30-minute set. Don't worry, no problem.
Just to warm up the people. There
we'll
you go.
talk. We'll talk. But, of course, you can visit us at GaryHobbsCruise.com. And, of course, call Happy Mireles, of course, 469-450-1168. Now, a third question that they are always asking, how many concerts do we have? Well, they're not concerts. They're actual dances. Now, Studio B is a ice skating ring where Royal Caribbean has their ice skating shows, but they converted it into a dance floor 60 feet by 40 feet.
That's pretty big.
It is.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
so
huge.
and we've been able to host, 600 plus people at our dances. So again, it's not a concert. They're dances. And there on GaryHobbsCruise.com, there's some videos, right, John?
Yes.
Videos of the dances.
In YouTube, as a matter of fact, if you're listening to this podcast on YouTube, you're going to see a little clip on there.
Oh, there you go. But
yeah.
so they said, how many concerts do we have? Well, we have two dances. And those dances run from, I don't know, like 8:30 with Tejano Loco and two bands per night. And they go to about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, about 11:30.
11 o'clock. And then they start to tell us to get out.
Yeah.
Fuera.
You Tejanos get out now. But two dances, not concerts, is what we usually do. Now, another question is, what is included with the price? Because at $80,000 a ticket, I wish.
No los asustes, compadre.
No. I'm sorry. No, what is included with the price? Now, the price, that includes your cabin, port fees, taxes, gratuities, and regular meals, and onboard private events. Now, we got to stress that onboard private events, everything that we do is not open to the public on Royal Caribbean. It is not open to anybody else than Tejano cruisers that register through Happy Mireles. We do not accept people through another travel agent or through Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. These are private events. Another thing that I want to, people come on board and sometimes they're asking the bands, hey, did you bring a CD? Hey, dude, do you have merchandise? And other cruises on the other cruise lines have done that por abajo de la mesa, under the board, underwater, But here they don't allow that. Royal Caribbean, we do not sell merchandise. We do not sell CDs. If anybody were to see us selling merchandise and grabbing actual cash on hand, then that's a red flag, and then we would be in big trouble just to be able to do these dances pa fuera Gary Hobbs and Family Friends Cruise. So again, these are private events, and you must register through Happy Mireles, who is our exclusive travel agents for the Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise. But again, the price includes your cabin, your port fees, your taxes, gratuities, regular meals, and your onboard private events. What are those events? Well, we have two dances, of course, We have a meet and greet. We've done several venues on these 6 cruises that we've had. And on this one that's coming up, I think we're using the theater again. And so the theater, what we did there in the meet and greet was that we bring on the artist on stage, and I kind of MC it with Tejano Loco, and he's entertaining too with music and stuff. And then we open a forum to the public, and they're asking questions to the artist. But so that's a little thing that's involved with the meet and greets. But again, 2 dances, a meet and greet, we have a 70s and 80s night party. Now, those may just be the most successful things that we've done, pero 70s and 80s does not it does not mean my age, ladies and gentlemen. 70s night or 80s night. It's 70s and 80s. It's in English music, it's in Spanish music, Chicano music, before there was Tejano music, stuff like that. But 70s and 80s, where all of us dress up as 70s and 80s.
Bring your bell bottoms.
Oh my God, I've
Ahora.
taken bell bottoms, I've taken high heel platform shoes. I've used the 80s rock wigs.
No spandex, right? No.
No, I have. I did use leather pants one year,
Cool.
but not spandex. It's not a pretty sight, man. It's not
bringing
a pretty
it back.
sight, man. Spandex pants, but
I was thinking about
70s and 80s, we have Tejano Loco and special guests because these artists have come up and sang a tune from the 70s or the 80s. I remember everybody did it, right? Ram did it. Stephanie killed it. Cesar Martinez.
You did it.
Johnny, you did too.
Johnny did it.
Attaboy,
What'd you do?
Johnny.
You did
My prerogative.
your prerogative, right? My prerogative. Your prerogative.
Yeah.
But 70s and 80s night, one of the more successful events. Everybody just loves to gravitate to those things.
You know, a lot of people didn't know that David Lee was David Lee back then. But he was great.
Oh yeah, he was wearing his costume. Now, a pool party is always included. A pool party,
Oh, yeah.
where Royal Caribbean gives us about an hour and a half, and I mean, Tejano Loco goes up and just kills it, man, kills it. And but a pool party, and they're playing nothing but Tejano, little bit of Chicano, and little bit of this, little bit of that, which is really Tejano music. But a pool party, and also what we did last year, we had a podcast party, the Hanging
Yes.
with Gary. We were at Mr. Sancho's, right?
Great
On the beach.
camarones, yeah.
And so los camarones.
Camarones
God.
de coco.
No,
Here we go with the
man.
shrimp.
You gotta
Yeah.
try them, man. You gotta try them.
One of these days.
shrimp.
One of these days.
This hour brought to you by Los Camarones de Coco de Mr. Sancho's. Hey, but so last year we did have that podcast party at Mr. Sancho's, and this year we're having Tejano Loco's beach party. So Tejano Loco and special guest DJ Tiffy Tiff is going to be there entertaining for an hour 15, something like that, ¿verdad?
Cool.
As we get closer to to finalizing the itinerary, we'll let everybody know, all our cruisers, the itinerary and the agenda and times for everything. But a 70s, 80s party, and then a Tejano Loco beach party there at Mr. Sancho's. Now, let me explain something about Mr. Sancho's. The host, my wife Diana and I, we have to pay out to Mr. Sancho's in order to get all that side of the beach,
Reserve,
all of our reserve, all our Tejano cruisers are together. So, my God, this is what Tejano family and friends is all about. We get to meet people from everywhere, from other states. Before you know it, they have become friends and sort of like family. They visit each other, they communicate with each other. That so many Tejano music family and friends. But that beach party is again, we're guaranteeing that they're gonna be all together, compadre. Con el favor de Dios. And Tejano Loco, bringing out the Tejano and Chicano, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but he just kills it. So once again, the events are 2 dances, not concerts, meet and greet, 70s and 80s party night, a pool party, and a Tejano Loco beach party este año. So quite a bit of events. And another question is, can they have cabins close to each other and dine together? Because there's 2 times of dining at the formal dining, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And then the buffet too, pero.
well, yeah, they have that buffet, ¿verdad? I mean, different hours. But yes, if they book early enough for availability with Happy, they can have cabins close to each other and dine together. Now, if you wait for the last month, but that ain't happening. Our cruises, gracias a Dios, they look. This is August, and we're to capacity. I think we could assign another 100 people to this. That's the honest to God truth. But then we would have been 800 people. Man, it's
Yeah.
it's
Exciting.
Yeah,
It is exciting.
It's exciting, man. But once again, can the cabins be close to each other and can they dine together? Well, yes, if they book early enough, with availability, but with Happy, it is possible. It's like anything else. Your flights, travel, and your hotels accommodations. If you get them at the last moment, but they're gonna be jacked up high, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
If you get them con tiempo, and so we want you to register con tiempo. Once again with Happy Mireles. She's our exclusive travel agent. Happy Mireles at 469-450-1168. And the closer, the sooner you register, was you have a payment plan.
Yeah.
So they can stretch that out, a payment plan. And once again, the number one question was, do you need a passport? No passport required. ¿Verdad?
Mm-hmm.
But
Call now and visit GaryHobbs.com, GaryHobbsCruise.com.
GaryHobbsCruise.com. GaryHobbsCruise.com for our Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8. Now, what sticks out with you, Johnny D?
Yes.
Those camarones de Mr. Sancho.
Well, that's one thing. That's one thing.
No, yeah, but you.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've tasted it. And now, of all the cruises, now I'm gonna have to do it this cruise coming.
You got to.
And D, what about you? How come you haven't been on the cruises?
So,
Let's hear the G18 classified real reason.
No, so for whatever reason, the wife, I don't know what she thinks about ships. So, yeah. Pero I think there's hope because I got her to fly, right? So now she's not afraid to fly anymore.
There you go.
Right? So that's a big step. So
You start somewhere.
exactly. So hopefully here pretty soon I can convince her to get on the ship, right?
Hey, I'm scared of flying. I was scared to get on a cruise, and so I understand it.
So that's the story behind that. And like I said, hopefully here pretty soon we will get over that hump. Yeah,
hump.
there you go. And then
First time we're going on a cruise, I told Diana was my son Gary Lee's booking a cruise that I got to perform, and she goes, but I don't know how to swim. It's the first thing my wife said, I don't know how to swim. And I go, Reina, I know how to swim. But if you're 1,200 miles from
exactly.
from the shore.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know how to explain it to those that have never been on a cruise, but they got these boats.
Yes.
And it's like saying they're waterproof, right?
Yes.
They're like those little
float.
boats that float like, in your shower, that you submerge and they just pop up.
And they keep popping up.
Yeah.
No,
popping
and
up.
they have
They call them like capsules or something
capsules.
There we go.
That's what it is.
Now what I do, I look at the new ship and I'm starting counting capsules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Which
6.
is the closest to me.
No, but I think a lot of people that have never cruised before, that must cross their minds. But same thing with flying, exactly what you said. I'm still scared of flying, man.
I remember the first time I was going to fly with you, compadre, when I came in back in 97.
Flying like partying or an airship.
No, we were going to fly to Dallas, and we had to play early in Dallas, and then at night we had to be at Rosedale Park.
Ah, see.
And it was my first time that I was going to fly.
But that was man, compadre, what year was that? That was 97. Okay, then I booked that, or it wasn't Gary Lee. No, I booked that, but
I think we played at the Texas Fair or something like that. A big thing and early, and then we're gonna play at night at the Rosedale Park.
We played at the State Fair in Dallas.
State Fair, yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I thought I had never played at that.
That was in 97.
Clay Walker, no?
Well, I have beef. I have beef with the Texas State Fair.
And then I asked Brando. Fue con el que fui con Brando, ¿no?
Who? Okay. Mi compadre Brandon.
Con compadre Brando.
Love you, compadre.
Y le pregunté, le dije, oye, pues, se siente gachillo ir en el avión y eso. No, hombre, no te agüites, no, nada. Nomás se siente gacho cuando va subiendo, y cuando va arriba y cuando va bajando.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole thing.
Is that when La Huipa was in the Suburban and he didn't want to get off the Suburban, and then he starts crying. Chivato. And then he had to fly. No, there was that was one time, pero como en 94, 83, Joe Rios, que descanse en paz, Joe Rios from CJ Talent. Joe's got the record, man. Joe booked us something in Dallas like at 12 noon, 1, starting something off. Then at 4:30 or 5, something like that, we were in Houston. And then that night, we like at 10:30 or something, we were at Rosedale Park. The only time in my life I've done a triple header. We've done double headers, lot of double headers. You got to travel. Sometimes you got to fly. We don't fly that much lately. Pero triple headers and double headers were the norm here. Pero now it's like, what? You crazy? How much are we getting paid? Like, is this? ¿Verdad? But, well, again, our Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8 coming January 31st, February 7th, 2027, Symphony of the Seas on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. The lineup so far, Stephanie Montiel and her band. But performances, special performance by Gabriel Zavala and Lily Bella. And also Texas Latino. We're looking forward to, having Texas Latino. Oh, yeah. I don't think, but I don't think people understand the lineup that we've had. We've been blessed, and those artists have had faith in us to come on board. You say people like Rubén Ramos, man, legend, Roberto Pulido, Pío Treviño, David Mares, Joe Posada. My God, David Garza, los musicales. We only did 5 cruises with him.
Stephanie
was there. Jessica Sanchez was on. Jessica from here.
Ricardo
Castillon.
Shelly, right?
Shelly Lares has been on board with us. Man, just a lot of artists that we thank them because Lades, man, they're fantastic. We're blessed that they had enough faith in us and to join us on our cruises, and believe me, my wife Diana and I, we truly appreciate it. But Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8, Stephanie Montiel, Gabriel Zavala, Lily Bella, Texas Latino. Now, I do want to say something, and y'all can encourage people, but we have reached out to Jay Perez again, and we have reached out to Ram Herrera again. Okay, cool. So we're waiting to hear from them. They have to check things out and schedules and availability, but we have reached out to them because there's so many people that wanted to get on this one, number 7. And we could have signed another 100 people, but and there's a waiting list, brother. Pero we have reached out to him and to both of them, and I hope they make it. But if not, we have to make decisions, and we gotta give them a full lineup really soon. But we have reached out. Somebody asked me, Marcos Orozco, and we reached out twice to him on 2 different cruises, and his exact words were, a mí no me gusta ese pedo. So Marcos isn't into the cruising. I get it. I bet you if he went just once with like us and on Royal Caribbean, it'll change his mind, man, because it's just fantastic on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. And again, we did 4 cruises on Liberty of the Seas. We have done 2 on Harmony of the Seas, and number 7 coming up in February of 26. That's going to be number 7. That'll be our 3rd trip on Harmony of the Seas. But for the one in 2027, that's going to be on Symphony of the Seas, and you can Google that and check it out. But Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Hey, any more questions and stuff like that? Of course, you can visit GaryHobbsCruise.com, como dice Johnny, and you can call Happy Mireles, once again, 469-450-1168. This is Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We are in Eagle Pass, Texas. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Here's Gary Hobbs.
Thank you, Johnny D. Little D.
Yes, sir.
What a Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm OG, the old Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Now, on today's Tejano segment, we have classified information that we got through a CI.
CI, oh yeah.
What is CI? I'm sorry.
Confidential informant.
Confidential informant, compadre. We
Puro bajo el agua.
We just know it's some Danny. Let's just call him Danny.
We can call him Danny.
Es nomás un Danny, ¿verdad? But we have the new David Lee Garza y los musicales single. Exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they don't know that we know that it's exclusive because it's coming out Friday.
It comes out Friday.
It comes out Friday, but we have it.
You heard it first.
Yeah, you heard it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. You heard it first.
If you know, you know.
But it's not what you know, it's who you know.
That's right.
Hey, Gary Hobbs
It's the
family.
CI.
So this is the new song by David Lee Garza y los musicales by the name of Atormentado. Yeah.
Atormentando, ¿qué es lo que quieres de mí? No tengo que entregarte, mi vida yo te la di. Borracho y he pasado para poderte olvidar. Y entre más tomo el vino, te comienzo yo a mirar. Y entre más tomo el vino, te comienzo yo a mirar. Alivio a mi dolor y siempre estaré atormentando hasta que logre tu dolor. Ya no seas tan ingrata, comparécete de mí y andaré siempre borracho. Así podré vivir y andaré siempre borracho. Así podré vivir.
Exclusive.
Oh yeah.
First timers.
Yeah.
Good jam.
We had it first. We had it first.
Definitely.
Thanks, Danny.
It's out of the box.
El CI. El CI.
Danny.
¿Qué CI?
Confidential informant.
Confidential informant.
Say it with style.
Hey, David Lee Garza, los musicales, new song, Atormentado. Man, you know what?
Pretty good.
Man, I don't think, I don't want to say this without being disrespectful, but I don't think Cesar Martinez gets enough props from people. He's a great singer, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard him sing other types of music, right? God bless, I heard him sing even Whitney Houston once.
He's got some chops.
But he's got some chops, serious chops. But congratulations, Cesar Martinez, of course. David Lee Garza, los musicales, all those DLG University. Nomás yo, nunca me invitado. The new song by David Lee Garza, los musicales, Atormentado. Gary Hobbs, the podcast. I'd like to let everybody know of our social media sites. Websites are GaryHobbs.com, GaryHobbsCruise.com for our cruises. Our social media sites are Facebook, Gary Hobbs Official, Gary Hobbs Página Oficial. We also have a Gary Hobbs Cruise Facebook page, right?
Yes.
Instagram is Gary Hobbs Official, X Gary Hobbs Official, and our TikTok is Gary Hobbs .official. Now we want to remind everybody to subscribe subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and what, Johnny?
And share.
Share it. Gary Hobbs, the podcast, now on iHeart.com, iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio, yes.
Must
Download the app.
That must, download that. That must mean more bucks, more feria.
Yeah, I hope
As
so.
soon as I get more money, we're going to buy new chairs.
Or somebody now.
Hey, Gary Hobbs, the podcast. We're in Eagle Pass, Texas, episode 10. Thank you, mi compadre Jay-Z and Johnny D, Little D. I'm the OG, Old Gary. We are in Eagle Pass, Texas. Hasta la próxima vez. Till next week. Dios los guarde, Dios los cuide. God bless. God bless.
See ya.
Say bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye, guys.